Hello, Amiyah. This is your reading buddy, Bob. I am hoping that you and your family are still healthy and safe and surviving our coronavirus. I'm going to read you a couple of stories today from level G. The first one is called Colored Balls. I hope you can follow along with the pictures and read along with me. I'll try and make my cursor go through the words as we're reading them. This is called Colored Balls, written by Anne Harth. She seems to write a lot of these stories. I wonder what all those colored balls are in the yard. Throw it, Manuel. Hugo held out his arms. The red ball flew through the air. Hugo caught it. The ball was dirty. It was soft. I think there's a hole in our ball, Hugo said. So, who do you think is who in this story? I think Manuel threw the ball to Hugo. It was dirty and soft. What makes a ball soft? Do you know? Maybe when it doesn't have enough air in it. That's probably why Hugo thinks that there's a hole in the ball. It's letting the air out. Throw it to me, Manuel called. Hugo threw the ball. It flew high in the air. Oh no, said Hugo. What do you think is going to happen? The ball disappeared behind a tall wooden fence. I think that Hugo threw the ball over Manuel's head and it went over into the next yard behind the fence and the hedges. The boys stared at the fence. Now what do we do? Manuel asked. Hugo sighed. I don't know. Have you ever had a ball go into a neighbor's yard? What do you do? Suddenly, a bright red ball sailed over the fence. What do you think happened? Hugo caught it. It was clean. It was full of air. It looks brand new, Manuel said. What do you think happened over in that other yard? Did they clean up his ball and pump it full of air? Or did they give him a new ball that looked like their old one? It's not our ball, Hugo said. We'll have to throw it back. He threw it over the fence. Hugo apparently thinks it's a different ball from the one they threw over. A minute later, another ball flew over the fence. What do you think is going on? Hugo caught it. It was green and shiny. They gave us the wrong ball again, Manuel said. Hugo threw the ball back over the fence. What do you think is going on? Maybe someone on the other side wants to play catch too. The boys waited. Soon, a yellow ball flew over the fence. It's brand new, Hugo said. Who's over there? What do you think? Who's throwing them different balls than the ones they threw over the fence? He climbed onto the fence. He peeked over the top. Wow, he said. What is it? Manuel climbed up beside him. What do you think is going on? Looks like there's a boy in the other yard and lots of colored balls. Maybe he wasn't just returning the ball, but he was trying to play catch with them too. They looked into a yard. It was full of balls. There were red balls and green balls and yellow balls. There were striped balls and polka dot balls. A boy stood in the middle of the yard. There he is. You think Manuel and Hugo might make a new friend? Hi, Hugo said. He threw the yellow ball to the boy. Why do you have so many balls? He asked. Why do you think? Think a lot of people play catch around his yard and throw their balls in? Well, my mom works at a ball factory. She brings them home all the time. Do you want to play? Hugo grinned. Manuel did too. We sure do. So, looks like he has so many balls because his mom works at a factory. And he does want to play catch with the boys. Here are the comprehension questions. What color is Manuel's ball? Do you remember the first ball? It was a red one. The red ball flew through the air. It was a little flat, though, and dirty. Why does the boy have so many balls? You remember what he said? My mom works at a ball factory. She brings them home all the time. Where does the story take place? Do you remember? I think Hugo and Manuel started out in their own backyard. But their ball went over the fence to the next door neighbor's backyard. Why do Manuel and Hugo want to play with the boy? What do you think? The boy in the other yard said, do you want to play? And they said, we sure do. They probably liked playing catch. And now they had a lot of brand new balls to play catch with. And a new friend. Well, that's the end of the first story. I will record one more for you today and some more next week. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.